Hello and welcome to episode number 100 of the Fieldswell Podcast. For those of you who have been with us for this entire journey, we are so grateful for you. And for those who are new, welcome to the Fieldswell Podcast. This is an exciting moment for us because we've done much of this show virtually for the first 99 episodes. And here we are on episode 100, sitting inside of our new podcast recording studio, inside of our wellness sanctuary here in San Diego, California, and more specifically, right in the village of Rancho Santa Fe, which is the town that I grew up in. For those of you I haven't met yet, I am Lauren Fields, founder and host of Fieldswell. And today we are joined by my wonderful executive assistant, Danielle.
Hi, nice to meet you guys.
And we are calling Danielle our Chief of Flow. We're seeing if that title sticks because Danielle makes sure everything operates seamlessly behind the scenes. And we're so excited to do something a little different today. We're going to turn the tables, and for our 100th episode, Danielle is going to ask me some questions. So Danielle, over to you. What's this first question you have for me?
Okay, first question. How did we meet? And in this very moment, did you think we'd be working together?
You know what? This is one of my favorite stories. So Danielle and I met on a website called TaskRabbit. I don't know if any of our listeners are familiar with TaskRabbit. If you're not, it could probably help you with a wide array of tasks. Personally, I was looking for someone to help me film content. And this was about a year and a half ago, actually.
Yeah, exactly. New Year's Day, 2023.
It was exactly a year and a half ago because it would have been like December 30th.
Yeah.
Or December 31st. And I was looking to film some content. I had this idea where I wanted to go around with a mic and ask people what their word was for 2024. And I had the idea and I needed to find someone to help me film it. I felt uncomfortable asking maybe friends or family. I just wanted like an outside source, someone who I was immersing financially to come and help and support me film that. And I couldn't have found a better person than Danielle to help me do that. I found Danielle on TaskRabbit. She was looking for some personal assistant work. We met at the Oceanside Pier. And I want to hear your version of this moment.
Wasn't it your first time there too?
It was my first time there. I had thought we should go to Oceanside.
No, Ocean Beach.
Ocean Beach.
And I was like, I think the Oceanside Pier is like the spot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So listen to Danielle. She was already putting in her input, which we love. And so we went to the Oceanside Pier. I showed up with like gear for us, right? Yeah. I had 2024 goggles, necklaces. Like we were.
You had the headband?
Headband. Yeah. I had this bedazzled hot pink microphone. And we both got all dressed up and walked out onto the pier. And Danielle started to film me as I would approach complete strangers and ask them what their word was for 2024. And I don't think we could have predicted what transpired, but people were like approaching us to be asked that question.
Yeah, they're like, what are you doing?
They were so excited about it. And there was something about this question that kind of hit home for me because what I think we both realized is that not a lot of people had a word.
Or thought that far into the future.
Yeah.
Or like into the next year even.
And what I don't think individuals realize is the power of intention, the power of picking a word to set the foundation for your year ahead. And so people loved this question. And this moment was the beginning of our relationship.
Totally. I mean, we stayed in touch.
Yes. What were your thoughts following that moment?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't
you weren't like, this girl is freaking wild. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I wasn't really out of the ordinary.
You're like, that was fun.
Yeah. I was like, cool. When's the next one?
You're like, what's next? I love that.
But then we did it again.
So we did it again and we didn't have as much success. I think maybe it was the question we were asking, which was maybe like, what does wellness mean to you? Or what would you do if today was your last day?
That's what we did.
Yes. And that was a few months later. But Danielle and I really kept in touch, and she helped me with an event I did with my dear friend Alejandra Boggiano of Soul Kiss that we hosted here at the Inn. And I think we were like, after I worked with you day one, I thought the moment I have the capacity to bring on someone as an assistant, Danielle is absolutely perfect for that. And
I'm honored that you said that.
First day, I feel like from that moment, it almost like the vision began to form, and I started to like lean into a day when that would become a reality.
I have someone for Fieldswell, so let's get it going.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
Yeah. And here we are. And what's funny is that when I eventually asked Danielle if she had the availability to come on and help me here at Fieldswell, because I had signed a lease for a physical space for a coaching practice and wellness sanctuary. When she first started with me, this space we're in now was completely empty. I ordered every piece with the help of Maddie, who's so incredible, to help me design it. But when Danielle came on, this space was empty. And so we started at the hotel a couple blocks away.
Yeah. In the lobby of the inn for like a week or two.
Yes, as things slowly started to get delivered. So this is an exciting moment to be recording episode 100 together.
We've both watched it grow from the ground up. It's amazing. Next question. We're celebrating episode 100.
Yes.
What made you want to start a podcast?
I would say the wanting to start a podcast really started in my notes app. Like how this podcast moment came to be, watching other inspirational women like go after their dreams. And I was always drawn to women who had a podcast. And I think I was like, that is something I would love to do. But it took me a long time to build up the courage to actually do it. And so when I look back at my notes app in my iPhone in 2017, when I was doing like business planning for Fieldswell, I've always believed in writing down what your vision is. And so I always had live notes going. I have thousands of notes in my notes app. And when I look back 2017, like the Fieldswell podcast, like that's where it really started. But then it had to become someone who had the courage enough to do it.
And use their voice.
And so I think one of the biggest moments when I leaned into using my voice was giving my TEDx talk in 2023. And when I gave that TEDx talk, one of the individuals I met there was Mo Rock, who is the CEO of the Los Angeles Tribune. And Mo was in the process of starting a podcast network. And so it was almost like the doors began to open.
Like meant to be. Perfect timing.
And really great timing. And it was almost me joining that network and them saying, you're going to have a podcast, that I needed that. I needed someone to basically tell me.
Yep.
But it felt very much aligned. It felt very much like, okay, this is the natural progression and next step. After I had finally like gotten on stage and shared more about my life and used my voice for the first time.
Okay, so you first thought of it in 2017 in your notes app, and it became a thing in 2023?
24 is when the podcast launched. So when you look
thinking
at
about
that,
it for a while.
Thinking about it for a long time. And I think it's like a lesson for our audience. And for me, it's like never lose sight of the vision. Just keep holding it and trust that you're on the path. And if it doesn't happen tomorrow, that doesn't mean it's not going to happen 2 years, 3 years, 5 years from now, but just don't give up. Keep moving toward it.
Love that. And I totally agree. Okay. So what's something you wish you knew when you recorded your very first episode?
I would like to say I wish I knew that. That'd be so cool to know that like episode 100, we'd be sitting here in person, but it's almost better not knowing.
Yeah. Because
it's so exciting when it actually does happen to believe that like the future can be greater than you ever would imagine it being. I believe that starting the podcast and actualizing that vision has been one of the greatest decisions and teachers. It has really it kind of holds a mirror up to you, because when you're interviewing people and you're responding or you're recording a solo episode, you really learn so much about yourself, what your values are, what your message is. And so it's really helped me get to know myself on a much deeper level in the process of sharing stories in the desire that they will help and empower other people. And one of my favorite things about starting a podcast is just all the incredible people I've been able to meet, to converse with, and to interview, to have on as guests. And I just think it's been an incredible door opener and business tool.
Yeah, it's so insightful hearing other people's stories and just thoughts, everything. It's cool. What's one thing that people don't see behind the scenes of building Fieldswell?
I think it's easy to look at what you see on social media or on the podcast and believe that everything is like so refined and
just happens.
Or just happens at the drop of a hat. And there's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot of like betting on yourself. It's a lot of like, I mean, I know right now they talk about balance, right? Like, okay, you have your 9 to 5, then you focus on this. Like everything right now is Fieldswell.
Yeah.
It's saying so many yeses. It's putting in so many hours. But to me, it doesn't feel like work because I love it so much and I'm so passionate about it. But I think like there are some days where you're just like, you just have to keep going.
Yeah.
You just have to keep going and you have to keep reminding yourself that because it's not like every day is like this fun, exciting podcast recording that we have this amazing guest on. Like there's some days where it's like, okay, we have a beat, like keep moving forward, keep moving forward.
And some days aren't as exciting as others.
Yes.
But
yeah. And you can feel it, I'm sure, working closely with me. Like some days we're like full speed ahead.
Yeah.
And some days it's like, okay, like what's important to work on today? And it's important in those moments that we just keep moving forward.
I agree. What does feeling well really mean to you? And has it changed since starting Fieldswell?
Yes, it definitely has changed. I think when people think of wellness, they get it. They're like, okay, I, eat a salad and maybe I'll like feel better or like move my body, like, or like, get a good night's sleep. Yes, those to me are like the staples and the foundation. But it's interesting because I originally began as a health and wellness coach, then a life coach, and then studied for my master's in psychology. And so much of what I'm helping individuals do now is turn their visions into reality. Mm-hmm. And so much of that, like building a personal brand or building a business, has to do with your mindset and your belief in yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And so, yes, while eating healthy is important, while being in shape is important, like so much of it is the mental game and the mindset work.
Oh, I agree.
And so for me, what wellness really means now is like having the courage and the belief in yourself to go after what it is you feel called to do and like deciding and setting the time to think of like, what do I want?
And not really caring like what others think.
Yeah.
Like just going for it. I feel like a lot of people don't do things because they don't want to be embarrassed or judged or talked poorly of because they're doing something, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, if people aren't cheering you on, then bye. Like
a huge,
whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
And we talk a lot about that in, the element of our Fieldswell formula that is your environment. Mm-hmm. Not only where are you spending your time, but who are you spending your time around? It's so important to surround yourself with individuals who are lifting you up and not pulling you down because that really affects your energy.
Well, the 5 people that you surround yourself with most are who you're like.
Exactly.
So it's like if you're with Debbie Downers, you're going to be a Debbie Downer.
Yeah.
Negative Nancy. You're
going to be negative Nancy. And I think what I've realized is like pay so much attention to the way that you feel after spending time with people. Mm-hmm. And pay attention to how those individuals you're with talk about themselves. Mm-hmm. Because I love this quote, like you are always listening. So your body and your subconscious mind is always listening to what you're saying about yourself.
It's like think and talk highly of yourself and others will as well.
Yeah. So I think wellness is so much like being your own biggest fan and your biggest cheerleader.
Mm-hmm. In a humble way, of course.
Yes.
Okay, on to the next. Mm-hmm. So a wellness ritual that you never skip. We'll do one for the morning and one for the evening.
Okay. Wellness rituals that I never skip. I am not a robot, so I don't love this word never, but I love this like 80-20, right? Like these are routines that I know when I do these things, I feel 100 times better and they really work for me and I do my best to do them every single day, but life happens. So you don't have to be hard on yourself if you miss a day. Like some days are just chaos. We all know how life happens unpredictably. but I believe that your day starts the night before. And so something that's really important to me is getting a good night's sleep. And so the evening routine is very important. My phone always sleeps in the kitchen. That's one thing I rarely ever miss. Like my phone goes in the kitchen around 9 p.m. latest, even 8, 9 p.m. and it's on sleep mode. And that time for me away from technology from 8, 9 p.m. to 8 a.m. has given me so much more time and space in my day. And that really lets me like calm down because I'm not on Instagram. I'm not sending text messages. I'm not searching random things, what have you. And so I calm down, and that evening routine is huge for me. We dim the lights to lower the cortisol, increase the melatonin, which helps us sleep. I light my favorite candle, one of which is the Bays Diptyque candle, take a warm shower, do my skincare routine. Maybe I read a book or just listen to some quiet music as I wind down for a good night's sleep. And sometimes we'll even add in some red light therapy there.
So you prefer reading or meditation over watching TV?
I don't love TV before bed. This happened recently where I watched a show and it's Sirens. I believe it's on Netflix. Yeah. It's a good show, but it felt, that episode before bed felt very dark. And all of a sudden I was laying in bed having all these thoughts and it was really hard for me to sleep.
You're like,
no, I don't love TV before bed, especially on a work night, like especially during the week, unless it's like a docu-series that's about what I'm focused on here, which would be health and wellness or transformation.
Yeah.
I love Gaia Network for that. And then I think that was a lot to answer your question, but I believe in the morning, starting your day with intention is so important. So when your phone's in the kitchen, it's not like you roll over and look at your iPhone and get all those dopamine hits in the morning. I'm up and I say, how do I want to feel today? Who do I want to be today? And I start my day with intention and do some mirror work in the bathroom. I love you, Lauren. Looking deep into my eyes, and then I go sit in my meditation practice and visualize my desired future.
How long does that all take?
My morning routines, I normally get up around 6, and by 7, we're kind of
ready to go.
I love to get some movement in following that in the morning.
Cool. Love those routines. Okay, so what inspires you to do what you do or keep going?
I would say 2 things. The transformation, like reminding myself of the transformation I've seen with the individuals that I've worked with one-on-one, individuals who have come in to see me who are completely distraught, nearly in tears. And then I start to see them walk out with a smile and be able to like come in with a smile and feel so excited and safe in this environment. So to remind myself of those like mental images or screenshots that I've taken. And 2, my North Star is like, why am I doing this? And that is, for the younger version of myself who has overcome adversity or trauma. For those who don't know, was in a bad horse accident when I was younger, was in a coma, traumatic brain injury, and I have neurological symptoms from that event that are still with me to this day. And those are little reminders, like, keep going. This is why you're doing it.
Like, this isn't going to stop me.
Yeah, it's not going to stop me. And also a wellness lifestyle and being devoted to helping other individuals feel well, I know is like the wisest commitment I can make for myself going forward.
I love that. This is a big one. What's been your proudest moment of your career so far?
Wow, this is a big one. This moment right now is a proud moment. I would say opening this wellness sanctuary was a really proud moment because I had the vision for a while, and to watch it all come to life as seamlessly and as beautifully as I feel like it has, because you really have to bet on yourself in those moments.
Yeah.
Like there's never a guarantee. And also to be in it, to know that I'm in it for the long haul, I feel like to just continue trusting and believing in the vision. But yeah, sitting here inside of what we have created is something I'm very proud of because it's something that we're going to be able to share with so many people.
And finally being able to do the podcast here is like amazing.
I'm so excited to see who else gets to sit in that chair, Danielle.
Who knows?
We'll see. Knows?
I'm first though.
You were first.
Okay. What's the most important lesson that Fieldswell has taught you?
One of the most important lessons Fieldswell has taught me is the importance of betting on yourself. Yeah, we love this. Send it. Fieldswell has taught me to send it. And that is what I believe will make the greatest transformation in your life. Yes, eating healthy is great. Yes, moving your body is great. Yes, getting good sleep is great. But putting yourself out there and taking the risk and going for it, that is what's going to make you feel incredible. And it's what's going to make you feel really free. And so who doesn't want to feel freedom?
You never know what the outcome's going to be till you do it.
Yeah.
You can be thinking and wondering and assuming that what it's going to be, but you never really know till you just go for it or ask the question or whatever.
Like so many of us want the clarity before the action. We know for sure if we don't go for it, it's not going to happen. But we do know if we go for it, it could.
Going back in time, what's advice you'd give your younger self?
You know, I think much of us have fear around what will people think of me when I do this? Or what if it doesn't work out? Like there's so many different fearful thoughts that get in our minds that stop us from going after our greatest visions. And so I would say to my younger self, it's not even about you. Like make this dream and vision for others and focus on being of service. And like, if you can help one person every day, that's huge. Like you never know who needs to hear your message. And we're so like in our head, like, what will people think of me? Don't make it about you.
Yeah.
Make it about the greater mission and who you can help by showcasing your craft, whether it be podcasting, whether it be fixing cars, whether it be like in film production, like whatever it may be. Focus on becoming the greatest version of yourself so that you can help others and lead by example, as opposed to not showing up because of the fear of what other people will think of you.
I totally agree.
So that's saying get out of your own way.
Basically.
Yeah. We got there. Yes. Get out of your own way.
Get out of your own
way. Just go for it.
Send it.
We go back to send it.
Okay. Amazing. Okay. Who's someone that you admire or a role model?
I would say Emily Ford is a big role model of mine. And I met Emily. This is how I met Emily. I went to a conference in Aspire Tour. I went to a conference in San Diego called Aspire Tour. And Emily was one of the speakers. I had never heard of her before. Other speakers there were Gary Vee, Tim Story. So there's some other really big names there, Drew Brees. And Emily spoke there. And I'd never, surprisingly, hadn't heard of her before.
Yeah.
Went and saw her speak there, and I was so moved. She nearly had me in tears in the audience. She freaking nailed it. And I was like, essentially goals. So I joined her networking group. She then had this offering that was a VIP branding day. I went to that. We did a whole rebrand on Fieldswell. And she's essentially the queen of branding, the queen of helping you build a personal brand. And she has helped me so much in growing and building Fieldswell. I feel very inspired by what she has built and created. And I think it's important for our listeners, like if you feel like you're like, I have no idea what it is I want to do. Who are you drawn to? Who are you inspired by? Because that I think is signaling from the universe of like, maybe that's something that you feel called to do. And to lean into that and to then get as close to that individual as possible. Not in a creepy way, but actually like read their books, listen to their podcasts, see at what events they're speaking at. How can you join their networking group? How can you maybe meet them and learn more from them? Because these leaders and these individuals, they want to give you the roadmap. They're not trying to gatekeep or hide how they got to where they are.
No.
And so it's almost like pick a mentor, follow the steps, and pursue the journey.
Follow what they're doing.
Yeah.
Maybe even reach out and ask for help.
Reach out.
Yeah.
Okay, asking for help is so important. And I think so many of us are afraid to ask for help. It makes other people feel good when they can help you. Like give them that opportunity.
And if they can't, they most likely won't.
Right.
So it's like
it's almost like I would feel great if anyone reached out to me with a question.
Well, it's nice to think that you're the thought in their head. Like Lauren knows or Lauren could help. Like
totally.
That's a good feeling.
I love to help. So I think anyone here who's like, I really want to reach out to this individual that I've seen on social media or what have you, but I don't know what they'd think of me if I reach out. Reach out.
Yeah, do it.
Send it.
Yeah. Literally send the message.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. for the end closeout, we're going to do a rapid fire question.
This went by so quickly, Danielle.
It was so fun, though. Okay, rapid fire. You ready?
Yes.
Coffee or matcha?
Right now, matcha.
Iced or hot?
Hot. Wait, have we been getting iced?
Yeah.
Iced. Iced.
Oh, gosh. Okay, dream podcast guest?
Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Okay. Favorite book lately?
3 Feet from Gold by Sharon Lecter and Greg Reed.
Dream destination for a Fieldswell retreat?
Gonna have to go with Cabo San Lucas. Everyone loves Cabo. It's close enough, and I've been there quite a few times.
Perfect. We're going to Cabo. Mm-hmm. Okay. One word for the next season of your life?
Aligned.
I love that.
My word for 2025 was discipline.
Mine was consistency.
Similar.
Yeah.
Discipline is almost staying consistent, right? Yeah. And we've definitely been disciplined here. Alignment, I feel like, for this next season, even though we're still in 2025.
We have half a year.
We do.
Okay. As we wrap up, what is next for Fieldswell? Anything you want to tell the listeners?
Listeners. I would say events are next for Fieldswell. And one specifically that we're in the midst of planning for the end of July. I'm not going to give too many more details right now, but this event will be in San Diego. It's an event I'm really excited about. And it's an event that everyone will have the opportunity to attend if they desire. And more to come on that. So stay tuned. Thank you all for tuning in and helping us celebrate episode 100. Yay. We are so grateful for you, and we are thrilled for what's to come.
We are. Keep watching, stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.